Overall, things are going pretty well. Between a resignation early in the year, a couple of retirements, a couple medical issues, and then we've got a few out with COVID recently. We've been a little shorthanded. The officers have been busy, and we've been kind of running them a little bit thin. But that's starting to turn around for us a little bit right now. We hired 3 replacements for the officers that we lost. 2 out of the 3 have now completed their field training, and they can now work patrol shifts on their own. The 3rd one is still working his way through his field training, but that's going pretty well. And our COVID guys are starting to come back, and so we're starting to get back to normal staffing. But overall, things have been pretty good. So what I'd like to say about our community outreach is we've been down a little bit because of COVID, and that's, with the resurgence right now, that's not going to change a whole lot. We have had a couple events that we've had this summer and then one recently, and so I'd like to thank everybody that made it to Cones with a Cop. We held that over at Cullen's Ice Cream, and we had a fantastic turnout. We had over 500 people there. It went really, really well. And then just recently we held an event where we actually, instead of having a coffee with a cop, where everyone comes inside, we received an enormous amount of donations of food and gift cards and things this summer with all of the unrest that was going on. And so we had more coffee gift cards than we could ever possibly use. So we thought it would be a great idea to kind of pay that forward a little bit into the community. And so we went to Caribou Coffee one morning and paid for coffee until our gift cards ran out. And it lasted about an hour, and I don't know how many people got served, but there were quite a few, and so that went really well, and we were glad to be able to do that. Metro-wide, there's been a real rash of residential burglaries, car thefts, and then thefts from cars. And in a lot of those, the way they've been gaining access into the house is by breaking into the car in the garage, or frequently not breaking into it, just opening up the door, and then using the garage door openers that are in those cars to get them into the house. And then sometimes what they're doing while they're in the house, and they've done this here in Champlin and other places, while people are asleep in the house, they're walking through the house looking for the car keys to steal the car. So really the biggest thing I can tell people right now is if your cars are outside, please lock them up. If they're outside and even locked, take your garage door openers out of them, because that's been a real problem for us. And then again, as fall comes and winter comes, we like to tend to start our cars and warm them up outside the houses. Just keep in mind that makes your vehicle a prime target for a car thief. And so if you have remote start, great. If you've got any type of ignition bypass in your vehicle where you can take the keys out while it's running, please do that. We had one last year where a family had both of their cars stolen while they were running in the driveway outside in front of the house. And so they won't take just one, they'll take everything that's running. So just be aware of that and do the best that you can to keep those things from running with the keys in them, if you can do that. And then, finally, the last thing that I have is we'd like to thank the community for all the support that we've received, particularly in the last year. And it's been a difficult year in a lot of ways for a lot of people. And so we've gotten just a tremendous outpouring of support, and we really appreciate that. So we'd like to say thank you for that, and just a reminder that we're always here. If anybody needs anything, if you need the police, call us. We're here for them.